we go. All right, I'm gonna talk some boxing, but I'm gonna talk some other sports right quick too. I'm gonna talk about Dak Prescott and what did that mean for Russell Wilson. Now, as you guys know, most of you guys know, Dak Prescott, he signed a 4-year extension. Now, Jerry Jones wanted 5, but Dak, came out like a fat rat, pretty much, and I'm happy for Dak Prescott, not the Dallas Cowboys, but I won't ever root for the Cowboys. I can't stand, when I say I can't stand Jerry Jones, that's like an understatement. But at the end of the day, Dak got his money. 126 million of it is guaranteed. So he gonna make like he gonna make like 40 million this year? No, he gonna make like what, 42 million this year? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, he ain't making what Patrick Mahomes is making, but he still got chipped off though. So he's gonna be there for at least the next. He gonna be there for the next couple of. He gonna be there for the next at least 3 years though. So that's cool. So what does that mean for Russell Wilson? Well, he ain't going to the Cowboys. I think Russell Wilson, when it's all said and done, it's really dependent on what happens with. Well, I think he may be headed to Chicago because I think Drew Brees is gonna try to play another year because he don't want Russell Wilson to come there. Even though I think Russell Wilson would be a good fit in New Orleans. Sorry, my bad. I think he would be a real good fit there, but if anything, it looked like he may end up in Chicago because Chicago is pushing hard for him. The Texans already said they not trading Deshaun Watson. They said they're not going to trade him. They want to keep him. So Deshaun Watson ain't going nowhere. Miami? Maybe, but you've been hearing that Chicago, what's up? You've been hearing that Chicago is like really making a run at him. Russell Wilson gave a list of teams he wanted to be traded to. The Saints, the Raiders. I don't know why he said the Jets. And possibly the Cowboys, but I knew that he wasn't going to the Cowboys though, so I think so. Deshaun Watson is staying put, and Russell Wilson, like I said, I think he gonna end up in Chicago if Drew Brees don't retire. But I think Drew Brees is gonna try to come back and play a year. Now they expecting him to retire, but he's sound like he gonna play another year just despite Russell Wilson from coming there, which would make Drew Brees a hater. I just don't like Drew Brees. I just never did. And that was before he said that stupid stuff. So, we'll just have to see. But like I said before, I'm glad Dak got his bread. That fool gonna make $42 million this year. And he gonna be playing in a stadium that's filled to capacity due to the fact Texas is going 100%. So Texas is going 100%. So the Dallas Cowboy games is gonna be filled to capacity. So, like I said before, now the question is, it's gonna be a lot of pressure on Dak to get to the Super Bowl and win, but Dallas need to get them some key components. They need to tighten up on their defense, and then they need to get them, Amari Cooper, he an inconsistent one. He don't show up when it's time to show up. I wonder how much cap room they gonna have. So that's gonna be key. And then when you look at the NBA, Blake Griffin coming to New Jersey, he coming there basically on a veterans, like some kind of veterans minimum or something. And then even if he plays this year and plays next year, it's still gonna be a salary cap hit, and they still can't pay him no more than like $5 million. So like I said yesterday, it's win now or go home for the Brooklyn Nets, and that's just flat out. That's just real talk. It's win now or go home. Like I said, no excuses. So basically, they got to win. I'm not trying to hear nothing. And they kind of insinuating that Blake Griffin gonna come off the bench, and I think that's a good look for him. And I think he should be okay with that. Because like I said, he's had injuries his whole career. Keep in mind, he missed his entire rookie season. He didn't come out to the next season. But when he was healthy, he was putting up some solid numbers. He don't like jump through the roof like he used to, but he learned how to become a shooter. So that could pay off big dividends in the finals and stuff should the Nets get there. But we're gonna have to see. All right, so let me talk some boxing right quick. So it's been made official. Yeah, I'm gonna cover Major League Baseball. I just gotta get back into the groove of covering Major League Baseball, because I used to be a big baseball fan, but it was, just, I don't know, I just stopped covering it. But I'm gonna cover Major League Baseball. I'm gonna cover Major League Baseball occasionally. I'm not gonna cover it like how I cover the NFL and the NBA, but I am gonna cover baseball like from time to time. I may cover it every week or something, every couple of weeks, but I am gonna cover Major League Baseball, get back into the field of things, because I haven't covered it in a while, so I don't know who's playing, who in the league. For the most part, I just know certain players, because like I said, I haven't covered it and paid attention to it in years. But I'll get back into the field of things, just like I easily picked the NFL back up. But then again, like I said, I would be watching the highlights, so I kind of knew who was in the NFL versus, Major League Baseball. So let me talk some boxing right quick. Okay, so I know people sitting up here jumping for joy, which I don't know why, because this is the typical opponent for this type of guy. So Gary Russell Jr. will face off against Ray Vargas. Look like sometime in May. So, all right. I just don't get up for Gary Russell. I just don't get up for these type of dudes that Gary Russell Jr. fights. I just don't get excited, because it's always like well, you can't get this guy, so fight this dude. Now, I will say this much. Vargas is tall. He is an undefeated fighter. But he fought in 2 years, pretty much. or almost 2 years. Haven't fought since 2019. Okay, you just people sitting up here like celebrating this fight like this is just the fight of the century. Like this is something. This is another fight that like we really didn't ask for. We wanted Gary Russell Jr. versus somebody like Tank. I really wish he would have took the Devin Haney fight, but that's neither here or there. You know, he didn't get the Devin Haney fight for whatever reason. The fight didn't come to fruition. A lot of people was hoping that it would come to fruition, but it hasn't came to fruition. So that's unfortunate for Gary Russell Jr., but I'm not excited about no Ray Vargas. I mean, Ray Vargas has, out of 34 fights, he has 22 knockouts, but you got to look at who he stopped, I guess. But like I said, I'm not getting overhyped about this fight. And it ain't because I'm hating on Gary Russell Jr. It's not that I'm trying to put him down. I just want the best for him, and I feel like at his age, he should be getting some marquee fights, and he just can't seem to get them. This is Gary Russell Jr.'s career. He gets these type of guys. I mean, when you think of it, your best win is against somebody like Johnny Gonzalez or, Joel Diaz. Yeah. And then your only loss is against Lomachenko in a fight that could have been a draw if they would have counted that knockdown. You just like, okay. You just like, wow. But like I said, this is Gary Russell Jr.'s career. Like I said, I call this stuff right down the middle, man. If I'm going to critique everybody else's, resume and who they fight based off this, based off that, I got to keep it 100. I'm just not moved by this dude for Gary Russell Jr. But I mean, it's always fun to see Gary Russell Jr. back in the ring. So, okay, cool. But I'm keeping it 100. I'm not excited about this fight. So, if and should he beat this dude, okay, then what's next? Because the Devin Haney ship didn't came and went. Wait, say that. Wait, hold on, Dreezy. Let me see when it pop up again. Let me see. Let's see, can I get it to pop up? Well, Dreezy, I can tell you what it is. You had a lot of people over the past few years just insert media, and you already know who these dudes is, where they just went after Bud, and they attacked Bud as a person, they attacked him as a fighter, and now you just have this thing where people don't like Bud, they gonna discredit him no matter what, and I think that's a shame, because at the end of the day, most of the people that's attacking Bud is against Bud is, black media. And this is why I stay in my own lane, and this is why I call a lot of these hypocrites out. It's a shame. I don't understand that neither. See, here's the thing. You are, Dreezy, you've been here long enough to understand how this works. You know who this is. You know who the main culprit is that's been doing this shit. So I mean, it is what it is, and I think that's unfortunate. At the end of the day, it's all about Bud not getting the Errol Spence fight. They're going to push the goalpost back no matter who Bud fights. And that's just real talk. They talking about a Canelo versus Errol Spence, which, like I said, that fight don't make no kind of sense. Everybody saying, yeah, that's a good fight. Canelo versus Errol Spence. Like, why? Canelo need to worry about David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. I don't think he needs to worry about Billy Joe Saunders, because he gonna beat Billy Joe Saunders, because it's already, the outcome is already being predetermined. Billy Joe Saunders is talking about he haven't started training camp yet. So, I mean, it's still like, well, it's the end of the first week of March going into the second week of March. So you thinking to yourself, okay, he ain't even gonna have an 8-week camp. Barely. I mean, this is what I'm saying. It's always something weird with Canelo going into a fight. Like, I wouldn't even want to fight Canelo at this point, because it's always something weird going on. It's always some backstory. You see, the dude he just fought didn't even put up an effort. He didn't even try. He just made it so obvious to where people been cutting Canelo up. And I think a lot of people was mad at Canelo because a lot of people didn't like what they saw, because they knew what was up with that fight. This is why Eric Morales came out and criticized him and said, I don't think the dude's that good. Eric Morales flat out said that he think that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence are both more talented than Canelo. And like I said before, everybody keep talking about Canelo that did so much, but Canelo has maneuvered around certain type of fighting styles and certain type of opponents. He's had the opportunity to fight any one of the Chalo brothers for the last 5 years, and he's been reluctant to sign a contract. He's been reluctant to fight Demetrius Andrade. And he knew better, like I said, than to try to call out Arthur Beterbiev. You see, he didn't even mention Andre Ward's name. He knew better than to call Andre Ward out. Like I said, Canelo not stupid. He know who to, you know what I'm saying? He know who to clout chase and who not to clout chase. Because, like I said, Andre Ward, that's gonna be a terrible ass whooping for Canelo. That's just real talk. His fans can take it however they want. They can get glad, get sad, get mad. I don't give a damn. Canelo would get whooped by Andre Ward. Andre Ward, too big, too strong, too skillful. He will walk Canelo down, beat him up, and probably stop him. I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo quit on the stand. That fight is not gonna end well for him, but no need to talk about it, because that's a fight that's not going to happen. Just like another fight that's not going to happen. You know, I just wish Manny Pacquiao would stop playing these damn games. Just announce you fight Mikey Garcia, for God's sake. Stop talking about you still want to fight Crawford. You not fighting Crawford. You didn't have 4 years to fight Crawford, and you have made no effort to make a real deal to fight Crawford. You don't want to fight him. So just stop it. You could have fought Crawford 3 years ago. Okay? I do find it funny that Mikey Garcia put $1 million on himself. I like that. High vote of confidence. I like that. Now, will he be collected on that bet? I don't know. But Mikey might be banking on Manny Pacquiao being 42 years old. So he might be banking on that. He might be like, okay, he's 42 years old. I'm like, Mikey Garcia is like, what, 33 or something? But the problem is Mikey Garcia's style fits. His style fits Manny Pacquiao's style. This is what you would call like tailor-made, because Mikey liked those kind of fights. With Mikey Garcia, it won't be much, you know what I'm saying? It won't be much movement. For Mikey Garcia to win this fight, he's going to have to slug it out with Manny Pacquiao. But he don't have the boxing skills that Juan Manuel Marquez has. So I just think Mikey Garcia is strictly hoping that Manny Pacquiao has aged. But Manny Pacquiao seemed every fight to seem to, for some reason, some mystical reason, whether it's swimming in salt water or whatever the case may be, he seemed to find a fountain of youth. If you catch my drift. But, we'll see. Now, let's get to another subject. I tried to tell a couple of people. I made phone calls, I text people, I showed numbers, I came up with numbers, I came up with location, and now this is like, I get mad. This is why I know these dudes be listening to my videos, because nobody was talking about fighting in Atlanta until I started talking about it. But that's cool. This goes to show you how relevant I am in this boxing shit. Now, all of a sudden, you got somebody fighting in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Not who I wanted to fight in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but somebody fighting in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and that is Jake Paul versus Askren. How in the hell does Jake Paul, with 2 fights in, get to fight in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, while you got all these other fighters lagging to put together deals? You got a white boy coming to headline a fight in Atlanta, a primarily black city. You like, what? How did this happen? But I've been telling people that Atlanta is a hot spot. One thing about it, in Atlanta, you gonna see you ain't gonna see the rappers like on the floor. You gonna see them in the stands. Because that's what I heard was going on when Tank fought there. And I've been saying that Atlanta is a gold mine. And from what I see, Mercedes-Benz Stadium is like right down the street from the State Farm Arena. So from what I see, those stadiums are walking distance within each other. Look like they like maybe a 5-minute walk within, you know what I'm saying? Because I know when you go to Philly, Citizens Bank, Lincoln Financial Field, and the Wells Fargo Center is all like close to each other. Like the Wells Fargo Center is right next to Lincoln Financial Field, and then Citizens Bank Ballpark is like maybe a 3-minute walk away. So all of the stadiums are like right next to each other, which I think is brilliant. But yeah, from what I see, the State Farm Arena and Mercedes-Benz Stadium is like real close to each other. So, like I said before, I don't know how many people that Mercedes-Benz Stadium hold, but like I said, I don't know what Atlanta's sporting event capacity is, but I'm pretty sure they're going to at least try to get like 20,000 people up in there. And I'm telling you now, if Jake Paul sell 20,000 tickets, I'm just going to be like, my God. I'm just going to be like, man, is you kidding me? I'm just going to be like, man, if this dude, Jake Paul, sell 20,000 tickets in Atlanta, and I know why Jake Paul fighting there, because he going to try to get all them rappers. He going to try to get all them rappers like to come to the fight, support the fight. Probably they going to do it. Because a lot of, it's smart. I can't knock the white boy. Can't knock him. This is what I've been saying that Bud should do. This is what I've been saying. This is what I was telling Kenny and Bomac why they should fight in Atlanta. Atlanta is going to show up. They going to come there. Appreciate that. I mean, Stephen A. Smith just got through bitching about Atlanta. He said he couldn't believe what he saw in Atlanta. He said they was just, he said in Atlanta they was acting like shit was just back to normal. So it was just funny. So, Atlanta always had been a party city all the way going back to the Freaknik. So hopefully Bomac will see the text that I sent him, and he will get on Bob Arum's helmet, and Kitty will get on Al Haymon's helmet, so we can get this damn fight made. So we can get this fight made, so I can go to the ATL for the first time. So I can go to Lenox Mall for the first time. Since everybody keep telling me if I come to Atlanta, go to Lenox Mall. I don't know what's so special about it, but everybody keep telling me to go there. I mean, Vegas is finna, Vegas is finna get underway too. Cause Texas, it jump off tomorrow in Texas. I think Atlanta never shut down anyway. I mean, to be honest with you, once they opened up, they opened up. So, like I said, Vegas, they need that money. So once Texas got the green light, I expect Vegas to follow suit. Vegas is probably gonna go no mask neither. But Vegas is cool. Vegas is cool. That's my home away from home. That's my home away from home. And like I said, Vegas know that they losing big fights. So this is why they got to open up. So I talked to Bill. And I'm going to ask him where Devin is going to fight, where they going to fight Lenore's at. So Texas is an option. Texas is an option. Of course, Georgia is an option. Florida is an option. Now, they just announced where I'm at in California that they can open shit back up like April the 1st. So starting April the 1st, everything is supposed to open back up. Depending on where you at, they going by counties. So they going by these color codes. If you in red, you can open to a certain amount. If you in purple, Lennox, I ain't got, man, how I'm gonna get one of them on the airport? I mean, if I could bring my shit, I would, but, you know, that's kind of like it's kind of like a dangerous thing. Like, that's, man, you get football numbers for trying to bring things on planes. I mean, I know how to move without being noticed. I'm one of them dudes. I ain't no dude that like wear loud colors and all that kind of stuff. I wear a lot of black. I wear a lot of, a lot of blue and all that kind of stuff. So I wear, I move kind of, I blend in. You ain't gonna see me with no big ass chain on and some yellow and black shoes with a, I only do that in Vegas. Like, I only do that in Vegas because when you go to Vegas, everybody be trying to stunt in Vegas. But yeah. I'ma just tell any of you Atlanta niggas, you wasted your time robbing me. I don't carry no cash on me. So you wasted your fucking time trying to rob me. I don't never carry cash. I carry plastic. I don't carry no wads of cash. That was 20 years ago. So I'm telling you right now, you wasted your fucking time trying to rob me. So, yeah, I've been doing this for a minute. I don't like I said, I don't be worried about none of that kind of stuff. Cause like I said, I know how to talk my way, fight my way, and cacao my way out of a situation. I'm real good with the tools. I got a video of me at the range. I'm trained accurate. So it's a video of me at the range showing my skills. That's way back there. That video got put out about maybe 2 years ago, I think. But it's a video of me at the range doing my thizzle. But yeah, if I come to Atlanta, I'm gonna move in silence. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna be making no announcement saying I'm in Lenox Mall and all that type of stuff. Cause it's I'm gonna get in and get out. So I'm hoping that Bud and Sean, I hope that fight take place in the ATL, but it's probably gonna happen in Las Vegas. Cause I think Sean may not want to travel to Atlanta, and I don't think I don't know if Sean gonna want to travel to Atlanta. I think he might. He lives and trains in Vegas, so that's better for him. But I think it's a good opportunity because Atlanta just like I said, it's a party city. It's a party city. People party there. So like I said, why not? And they're gonna have them Bud versus Sean Porter parties to celebrate the fight, like on Saturday, like on Friday night. Then they're gonna have the after party. Then they're gonna have the after party after the after party. So I'm just saying, it's a lot of money to be made out there. Like I said, Vegas is good. And then I know in Atlanta, the people gonna come to the arena, they gonna be stunting. You gonna have all them celebrities that live in Atlanta that's gonna try to come to the fight. You might have Little Baby there. You might have Migos there. So, like I said, man, make that damn fight in the ATL, man. All right, you guys. I'm out.